Hi guys, I just thought today, well I've just finished work for the Christmas holidays. I am absolutely buzzing. No more work for nearly 2 weeks, so hopefully we'll get a bit of detecting done. But I just thought I'd make a quick video. I get asked a lot in the comment sections of my videos and stuff like that about which is the best metal detector or what's the best metal detector to buy. And that is what I'm going to be going into today, just to, instead of just answering each individual question with the same, well, it's hard to do it in the small comment section, so I thought I might be better off making a video and explaining like that. First off though, I would just like to say hi to all the new subscribers and thanks for joining us. You know, I really appreciate every single subscriber, because when I started this channel, it's coming up for 2 years in February, I thought no one will really want to watch the rubbish that I put out the videos. But I think my videos have been improving. I've been trying to make them a bit better and I seem to be getting more subscribers. So hopefully that means you guys are enjoying the videos. And I just really appreciate having you all as subscribers. So thanks everyone. Right, so what is the best metal detector? Now that is a really hard question to answer, and it's not one that I can answer. I've used several different machines over the last, I don't know, 4 or 5 years that I've been doing this hobby, and each one has its own advantages and each one has its own disadvantages, and that really depends on where you are metal detecting. For instance, some of the machines seem to be really good on the beach and some of them don't. Now that depends on the machine. Multi-frequency machines such as Mine Labs, they seem to excel on wet sand, whereas VLF, which is very low frequency, such as like maybe the Garrett Ace and stuff like that, they struggle on the wet sand, but they'll do fine on the dry sand. Then you've got PI, which is pulse induction detectors. Now they excel on wet sand, but they're absolutely terrible on land because of the any small piece of iron, they pick that up so easy and there's no discrimination settings. So really you have to sit back and you need to think about where you're going to be searching. If you're going to be searching in pasture fields, ploughed fields, on the beach, you want to do a bit of it all, and wet sand, you need to be looking for something that is suitable for all them environments, unless you're going to have 2 detectors, and that is what I did earlier on. I used to have one for the land and for the river foreshores, and I had one for the beach, and it got a bit of a pain having 2 detectors. I only wanted one, which is why I bought that Mine Lab Safari that I use, because it does all of them quite well. The one thing I've noticed it doesn't do too well though is ploughed fields. It's not as good on ploughed fields as it is on pasture, and I'm guessing it's because of the air that's in the soil. It's all loose and fluffy, isn't it, when it's being ploughed and rolled. I think my best advice if you're just starting out in the hobby is don't just rush out and buy a metal detector. First off, if you're going to want to search on land in fields and stuff like that, you need to really go out and get permission first, because there's so many people that come into this hobby and they buy an expensive machine and then they go and try and get permission on some land, and they just get note after note after note after note, and that's generally what you seem to get when you try to get permission. It's really hard to do. So there's no point in wasting your money first. So get out there, go see some landowners, go knock on some doors and ask if you can have permission to detect on the fields. Once you've got that done, well, it's up to you. It depends on your budget, it depends on all different factors. But I would advise something maybe like a Garrett Ace 250. If you're just getting into the hobby, something like that. My friend Darren, who I go metal detecting with, he's got one and he does really well with it. He finds really good finds at quite a depth, and he seems to have no problem with it. So something like that, the Garrett Ace 250. What else have you got? I've had the Technetics Eurotech Pro. That was a good detector. That was quite an entry level one, but it was quite deep. It had good discrimination. It was a good detector. And there's loads of these sort of entry level, but you're best off sticking with one of like the main brands, sort of Garrett, Technetics, C-Scope. If you live in England, that's a good make. If you're after a more sort of mid-range machine, there's like my Mine Lab Safari. Took a bit of learning, but it's not too difficult. It's a good deep machine. It does all the environments. You've got Garrett, they do the AT Pro. That's a really good machine from what I've heard and seen. I haven't tried one myself, but people who use them really seem to love them. You've got macro array, so that's another deep machine. It's new, there's some problems with it, but I believe it's all been fixed. And they're your sort of low and mid-range detectors, and that's what I'd be aiming for if I was just getting into the hobby. You don't want to be spending hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pounds on something that you might not even enjoy. So just get your permission, get an entry level detector, go out and get in the field and get some hours under your belt. And after a few months or whatever, maybe a couple of years, who knows, you'll probably want to upgrade and then you just move up. And that's what I seem to have been doing. To be honest, I swap and change my detectors too much and I don't get to learn them properly, because that's one of the main things in metal detecting, is learning what your metal detector is telling you. Listen, because it takes a while to get used to the tones and what's the VDR readings and all that sort of thing. Once you learn that, you'll do well with any metal detector, to be honest. So basically it was just a short video just to answer all these questions about which is the best metal detector. I hope you've got something from it, I don't know. Please subscribe and share and all that, thumbs up, and look out for some new videos, because I am on holiday now from work, so I'm going to be out metal detecting over this Christmas period, well, a few times anyway, hopefully. So I'll see you all in the next video, guys. Bye.